Throughout the day, if we regularly touch upon what is happening in our energy field, regularly spot checking, are we in the mind, as an opportunity not to judge, simply exercise the muscle of our attention shift to surrender back into awareness, just like that. No judgment, no story. And what often happens is this repeated judgment of being entangled or involved in an emotion or a mind chatter or what's bubbling up. And it's important not to be concerned, really not to be concerned. It's only bubbling to be cleaned. It's bubbling to come out of your energy field. So being concerned and having secondary stories around the entanglement only reinforces the entanglement to come back another day or to remain in that moment. So be light, be easy with it, be soft, be loving, be kind. A simple attention shift, mind into awareness. Regularly. Catch yourself red-handed. The distinction yesterday came, and it's such a lovely distinction, is also checking, are you a commentator running around in the back of your head, in your mind? Is this commentator commentating on everything, every bit of experience, whether it's there right in front of you, or whether it was there 2 days ago or 10 years ago? Is this commentator in full play? And surprisingly, the commentator doesn't have to be there. We have learnt to date not to speak out of the physical mouth. What about the mind? Now, yes, thoughts come and go, but this is different. This is the obsession, chatting, talking to oneself. And surprisingly, when you bring your attention and just simply stop talking to yourself internally, there's just space. And you give space and freedom to your true essence to rise forth. Simple keys that make a profound difference. When we're activated or not, to bring your attention to the silence that is always here. To allow yourself to smell and feel and taste it, and lay your attention in the silence that is always here. It's irrelevant whether the mind is really busy. It's irrelevant if the emotions are really active. Regardless of the direct experience, in any given moment, the silence is here. And it's a great opportunity the moment you realize that you're activated, the mind's busy, emotions are busy, even the physical body is busy, and just rest your attention into the silence. The mind may say at times that it cannot be quiet, cannot stop talking to itself, because the distinction needs to be had that the commentator and the thoughts that come and go are different. Thoughts that come and go, just allow them to rise and fall. Yet often what can happen is that when a thought comes in, we add stories to it, or it invokes an emotion that wants to be tended to be simply allowed to be, not pushed away or not added to. We can be really responsible for our own energy. We can be mature with our own energy. And the more we take heed and be steadfast and consciously choose the silence, unconditional love, our presence, the truth of our essence, a whole other dimension opens up. And sometimes we can even wonder where we've been. And even when we're quite familiar with the silence and the quiet, and then suddenly something rises and we get activated for a day or so. It's there to be really exercised, our capacity to feel the silence within it, to allow it the venting, allow that whatever is rising to just bubble and keep moving out. Give it very little attention, if hardly any at all. Yeah, otherwise there is a natural refueling it. So by bringing your attention to the silence that is here, regardless of the activation or quiet, as a direct experience, helps give you a catching it red-handed and busting it for the fluff and nonsense. Because all that rising of the fluff, the activation, is a surface level. And what can often also be said is that this is so deep in my system and so patterned. Yet your essence is your essence. That's your depth. And it's boundless. And it's pure. So none of those fluff nonsense activations can touch this purity. That's your depth. So if you're concerned of depth, go to your true depth of being. It's your essence. And allow your essence to burn whatever rises. Stay in your essence. It's already here. Just sometimes you just need an attention shift. And sometimes this needs quite a few shifts. Stay with it, and all will reveal. All will show itself. That inner muscle, your capacities, will show up. When activations happen, consciously stop feeding them is a great key, great gift. Utilizing the sensory, utilizing attention shifts, utilizing the sacred heart. Feel your way in.